Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Creators Inspire series. I'm your host, Terry Shaw. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we have a very important topic, and it's all about massaging the body, mind, and soul. And we'll be having a very special guest. Her name is Janine Hyatt. She's the founder director of Jay's Namaste Therapy Mobile Spa based in Jamaica, the West Indies. And it's just so important that we focus on, massaging. So, do you massage yourself? Because, I do it. I don't know if you do. Because if I can't afford it to, or go to or don't have the time to go to a spa, then I find little ways to kind of like, rub the energy in and knead in my arms, my shoulders when I feel tension, anxiety, my temples when I have a headache. During that time of the month for ladies, it's very important to massage your pelvic region, massage your back, and also your breasts. Take very good care of massaging your breasts as well. It's just, massage is powerful. And so I'm going to bring an expert on here, Janine Hyatt. Just waiting for her to tune in. And then once she's in, then we'll go dive into the conversation. But massage has been around for thousands and thousands of years. Some sources said it originated in India, and other sources says it originated in ancient China. But it doesn't matter, right? Everybody has different ways of getting in tune with themselves. And there she is. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Janine just joined and just waiting for her to request to join, and then we'll go ahead and start the program. Just continuing to massage. Massage therapy has been around for thousands of years in ancient India. If you ever heard of Ayurvedic traditions, like if you've done Ayurvedic talking about your doshas and how to balance your doshas. So these are some of the things, that massage therapy stems from, and also in ancient China, when you have different ways about certain points of your body can be a way to kind of generate chi, or the life force energy. I'm just waiting for Janine to start, and there she is. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. And then we're gonna. So the chi is the life force energy, the energy that's riding and driving through you. So, hi, Janine. I cannot see
Oh
you.
Lord, I had it
Oh,
the other way.
it's all right. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Amen
How are
to
you?
that. Namaste to that. So thank you very much for joining in. I'm very grateful that you were able to come on this live and talk a little bit about yourself, talk a little bit about your business, Namaste, Jay's Namaste Therapy Mobile Spa. And I think it's very important that I was just telling others about massaging ourselves. And if we can't
Yeah,
massage ourselves, then we find a professional to do that. And I guess this is why, you're here on this program right now to tell you the different ways that how your business ties into that. So please
yeah.
share with the audience a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to start Namaste's therapy.
Namaste therapy. Okay. All right. Hi guys. Big ups to Terry Shaw Inspires. Thank you also for having me. Disclaimer, I have a baby in the background just in case you hear any sounds. Yeah, that's the real life of
It's
Janine.
okay.
Let's go back to 2012.
Mm-hmm.
2012, I was a preschool teacher, and I I remember I saw advertisement saying something with heart, heart, beauty school of therapy.
Uh-huh.
They were offering some courses in massage
Mm-hmm.
therapy. So I was like, I wonder if I should do something else outside of teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was like, yeah, of course. It's a long time I've been telling you that you're really good with your hands. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
why not? Go for it. And I love my mother. I love her dearly. And I just love her for being my cheerleader all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
truthfully, how it even came about for me to start this business was my mom, because
Nice.
she has rheumatoid arthritis. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for years, like from she was 16 years old. I mean, ailing, pains upon pains. And from a little girl, as young as possibly 9 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I was doing massages. I was giving her, I went to heart too. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, makeup. I cast JA. Right. So, um, she would always say, Janine, come here. Let's give me a little rub here and there, no? And I would do so, and it became a habit. It was just something that I looked forward to. So she would say, that you have talented hands, gifted hands. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, whatever. Just because you're my mom, you're saying this, right? She said, no, Jenny, seriously, you have a gift, and I think you should pursue it. You should go into that field and check it out. And
Okay.
that's when I did the course, because it was almost like the universe was aligning itself, where it
Mm-hmm.
is that, okay, she was already telling me I'm good at this. And then I saw this advertisement. I mean, yeah, I was a teacher, but something else to do. So I
Yeah.
did that. And then, boom, an advertisement was in the papers about a massage table. Now, I did not buy my table brand new, brand spanking new.
And that's perfectly fine.
I
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why that table is so special for me, because I'm like, yo, this is humble beginnings, this is where we all
Exactly.
started from,
Exactly.
right? And that table took me to places up on the hill, down on the flat, all over Kingston. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's kind of where it all started for me in terms of why. And yeah,
That's great. That's very awesome. Humble beginnings, like you said, about,
yeah,
you wanting to purchase, you want to have everything brand new, but,
it don't
realistically,
work
it's
like
not
that.
always like that because you need to understand it's the feeling and what you're going to do. And when the time comes where you can actually, upgrade or improve, then you'll do that.
Exactly.
And so
Right.
that's a very important point you brought up. Now, the
Another
word,
thing, sorry,
yeah, it's
I
okay.
didn't mention um how everything tied in. Now, you're thinking of business name and all of that. So I studied religion
Yes.
for my degree.
And
And
that was my next
so
question. So you
ri-
can keep talking. Yes.
right. So
My question.
I studied religion. I did
Uh-huh.
my bachelor's in education with a focus in religion, and we
Mm-hmm.
studied the four major religions, and Hinduism, of course, was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, by faith, I'm a Christian, but
Mm-hmm.
of course, we embrace other perspectives. We take a little bit of this here and there to
Yes,
apply to our lives. And
absolutely.
Namaste, that word just stood out to me, and it was just like really impactful. Why? Because behind the name, what it means is pretty much what I offer in terms of my services.
Mm-hmm.
So namaste is, recognizing deepest gratitude towards another person and acknowledging greatness within them as you see yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, namaste, it's about buzz. So, some people think because the name, if I'm Indian, I've gotten quite a bit of questions relating to that name. But
Mm-hmm.
that's how it all came about.
Wow. Thanks for reading my mind and answering the question I was gonna. How did you come about the name domestic therapy? That's how it aligns sometimes, you know?
Yeah, we're in sync, girl.
Yes. So, it's you said something so important about growing up Christian and understanding the Bible and everything, but you also went to different religion and take something from it. And that's exactly how I feel about, my growth because there's just no I've been I yes, I grew up Christian as well, but I take every little thing from each religion, whether it's from Shintoism, whether it's from Sufism, whether it's from Hinduism, Buddhism, it doesn't even matter. Muslim, Islamic traditions, and even from the Torah as well. I don't know how to read everything, but I do know the
Yeah,
translation. So it's, everything ties in because when you do look at it, it's all one. It's all, connected. It's all synchronizing, and as you said earlier.
right.
So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about, like when you go to, since it's a mobile spa, how does that work for you? Like, what does your schedule look like since it's a mobile spa? How does that work?
Okay, well, since COVID came and
Yes.
steps into our lives, a lot of things
Mhm.
have changed in terms
Yeah.
of safety procedures and protocols.
Mhm.
Of
Absolutely.
course, we wear our mask, we sanitize,
Mhm.
but I'm very careful and selective of where I go. Have to,
Mhm.
in terms
Mhm.
of just because I have a little one as well. I
Mhm.
can't be in too much of a crowded space in terms of people, number of people. So I will go by appointment and mobile in the sense that we go to location, we set up. So of course, if I'm coming to you, you would identify an area in your home and we set up that area where the table can hold and we can move around to do your massage or whatever service that you select. So
Okay.
we drive a car with the stuff in there and we come to your location, unpack. And then when we are done, we pack
Mhm.
up and you're probably fast asleep and we're gone.
I like that, fast asleep when you're gone.
Yeah, because that's what happens, truly.
That's true. That is what happened. After so many. First, I want to welcome everyone that's joining in. Thank you for joining. We're talking about massaging the body, mind, and soul, which is so important to your chi energy, making sure the energy flow through your body, for wellness and for good health and strength. And massage is a very powerful technique of how you can implement self-care routines in your life daily, whether you do it yourself or you go to a professional like Janine here. Janine is based in Jamaica, West Indies. Some of you live in Jamaica. So all my Jamaicans, raise your hands in the.
Oh yeah.
So, Janine is based in Jamaica. So, Janine, talking about based in Jamaica, do you also travel outside of the parishes? For those of you who don't know what
Um,
parishes are, Jamaica has 14 parishes, and it's kind of like if you live in the United States, it's like states. So it's
right.
but smaller because Jamaica is in an island. So, Janine, where else do you actually provide your services?
Okay, so the only parish I would want to say so far is St. Catherine, Portmore.
Okay. Okay.
Um, I think, well, we've been getting requests to do like sessions in Trelawney and Oterios
Mm-hmm.
for like bachelor parties or
Mm-hmm.
just like a couples retreat kind of thing. But
Nice.
of course, the money, they have to pay for that.
Yes.
So, I mean, let's see. Let's see what happens. But I've been getting requests, but it has to make sense, financial sense.
Well, absolutely. And I know, back in the days when we didn't have places like Highway 2000, maybe if you get a request going to the North Coast over there, then something
It
you
would
jump on,
be
it would be easier if
absolutely.
that person, of course, covers the cost of your travels back and forth.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, we're welcoming that. We're
Yeah.
welcoming that, of course.
Hmm. Yeah, I
But
mean, be open to it. You never know after, well, wait, I don't want to say after COVID because COVID is gonna be an effect that's gonna be in our
gonna
life
be
for
here.
sure, but we're gonna have to learn to adjust. And I've been, I've been trying to adjust the way, everything going out in a mask, but making sure that the mask does not rule my life, right?
Right.
It's important to stay safe and, secure and whatnot, but just ensuring that these things are not we're gonna continue moving forward as a collective, and that's what's important. So, what I want to ask you next now, is it since you're the founding director, is it are you by yourself conducting the business, or is there someone else who's helping you? How does that work?
Well, primarily, I am the managing director, but
Mm-hmm.
I do have my partner that's involved, heavily involved in the whole logistics and operations of the business. So
Mm-hmm.
he is also a massage therapist, so we do couples massages together. He is the behind the scenes getting everything sorted out,
Yeah.
and sometimes the driver.
I just love
That's
that.
what I
I
like.
love when couples are starting business together and it works, and you've been doing this since 2012, right?
Yeah.
So wow, 8 years, going into 9 years. It's a pretty long
I
time.
know, like wow. Yeah,
Time does fly fast, and you said now you have
does.
a young one. You have a young one. Now, with your young one, I'm very curious. So I don't know if massage is allowed on babies. Have you ever heard that before? Like
Absolutely.
certain places, when the babies, they have a little tension when they cry
When they
a
have
lot.
colic,
Yes.
yeah, when they're fussy, when you're trying to settle them down for bedtime, stuff like that.
Mhm,
For mine, what I do, because I think I'm big on moisturizing, and
mhm,
the skin needs moisture. Even if you don't have dry skin, it's important to always moisturize. So after I give her a bath, I'm
mhm.
always, and I go deep sometimes, not for it to hurt, but
Yeah,
yeah.
of course, of course.
And I
Wow.
think it helps her in terms of her bowel movement, stuff like
Mhm.
that.
That's good to know. And so now we're talking about she's how old is she
She's
now?
18 months.
18 months. So, um, what about yourself? Because, as a mother, we sometimes, have to take care of the child.
We forget
But
ourselves
now we
like
have
that.
to bring
Oh, girl.
the
So,
self-care part of it. Now, what about yourself in terms of self-massage that you do for yourself, and anything you can share with the audience about some examples about how to do that? Because some people don't know how to massage themselves. People are afraid to touch themselves. I was
I don't
talking
know why.
earlier. Right? And
Nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that. It's your body. I was telling women sometimes when they have menstrual problems, massage your pelvic regions. If you
Oh,
have,
yeah.
you have to massage your breasts. It's okay. These things are fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're showing your
Yeah.
body love. Your body needs love, or you're neglecting it. So
All
yeah,
right.
please
So,
share.
well, luckily, I do get frequent massages. Luckily. But then when I don't get it and I want the massage right now,
Hmm.
I will, and I'm gonna show you. I have to show you guys. Hold on.
Hmm. Yeah,
Give
no
me
problem.
one quick second. So I'm gonna start off by showing you guys this. I think it's a huge investment. It's called a foam roller.
A
I don't
foam
know if you
roller.
guys can see it. It has like a yeah, foam roller. Let me see what brand this is. Everlast.
Everlast is a good brand.
So what I do, like especially after I work out and my partner is not here to give me a massage, I go on the ground and I place it behind my back.
Mhm.
So it would go like from my neck, the nape of my neck, and I go and I roll back and forth. And trust me, it does the job temporarily, of course, but
Yeah, yeah.
it gets rid of those kinks and knots in my
Hmm.
back, especially after a workout, because working out, your muscles are tense and
Hmm.
all that good stuff. So that's one. Another thing is having a tennis ball, not just for tennis, but it's
Hmm.
very good to have for like the soles of your feet, where you
Okay.
place it under your sole and you roll it. That
Oh, I
helps
didn't
to
know.
eliminate, pardon?
I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah, yeah. So that's also a very good thing to have. Based on your shower setting, the shower head, they have different settings and modes where you have it beating on your skin,
Yes.
right? So that's another form of massage, self-massage. Um, you could also use the rolling pin that you'd use for what?
The
What do you call that? No,
pizza.
pies and stuff.
The piece. Okay.
Pizza,
Yeah.
pies, right? So a rolling pin would be good. They also have a lot of devices these days that do like shiatsu massage, or
Mm-hmm.
you could go to the mall or
Mm-hmm.
to pay your money wherever they have these chairs that they're automatic. You can just click the settings and sit down and get a quick massage here and there. But guess what, guys? The truth is you truly need a professional to come in
Exactly.
at least once in your life. If you've never, ever, ever experienced it, I think you owe yourself to get a professional massage.
I definitely agree with that. I can definitely attest to that because I was giving myself massages for a very long time, but I wasn't doing it right. And there's nothing as best as when you have someone who knows how to feel where there are knots in your back. And sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
had a very huge one because the type of my career is managing money. So it's like these can be
Sitting
stressful.
down.
Yeah, sitting down, stressful environments where you're always worried about things and always trying to get things
Oh
deadly
boy.
and all these things. I tend to have a lot of knots in my neck. And I would stand, try to have like my body straight, but that doesn't even work. So I would go to a chiropractor, and the chiropractor said, "Have you ever had a massage?" And I said, I don't know. I don't think I have. And so I had someone did a really deep tissue massage, and I'm telling you, after that,
Work
I
out the
think I was in
kinks.
heaven. I wanted to sleep right there, but it's only 15 minutes of heaven right there.
15.
Yeah,
I think
15
to
minutes,
get a good session in, you need like an hour.
an hour. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's so important. And then after that very first massage, I signed up for those of you who live in the US. Massage Envy is one of those popular massage
Yeah, I know about
locations
it.
as well. I signed up, and every month I'm gone doing a massage, and I was like,
And
oh,
that is, let me clap it for that.
yeah,
Let's clap her, guys, because
yes,
that is,
yes.
it's important. I don't know. I think maybe here in Jamaica there is a misconception where massage is
Mhm,
concerned, and we need to eliminate the word parlor, massage parlor. Like
mhm,
those kind of associations take you to a different place of
mhm,
sensuality. Nothing's
mhm,
wrong with being sensual, but there's a time and place for everything. And
mhm.
I am not often, but sometimes mistaken for, do you do happy endings? I mean, I've gotten the questions. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm
Interesting.
like, I do it real nice and gentle, I'm sorry, no, that's not what we do. We offer spa therapy, where there's rest and relaxation and rejuvenation, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and I can
So,
see why they will ask that question because I did read that happy enders are actually, even though it's illegal in the US, it actually is legal in certain countries like Australia. In certain parts of Australia, happy
mm.
endings are so, if you get a question like that, someone's like, oh no, I
No,
we're
and I
trying
don't react
to,
like that
yeah,
either. I'm like,
yeah,
no, I'm sorry.
yeah,
That sort of thing. And
yeah,
sometimes, well, it has never happened to
uh-huh.
me. Um, I've heard of stories where persons would, like males, would get, aroused,
Hmm.
and how they deal with it, the spa therapist would just stop the session, let them relax, get back to themselves, and then continue, or they stop the session completely. But
Yeah.
I have a like a binding agreement when you sign my paper after you fill out the form. There's a section there that clearly states what I'm all about. So
Hmm. And it's
we're
good
just
to have
very
those.
clear from the jump what we're all about.
Yeah, and it's good. It's very good to have that because, you go to a massage not just to feel good, but the importance of why we're having this discussion is we're trying to align the mind, body, and soul back into unison, and this is what massage
Hmm.
therapy is all about.
Right.
Sensuality is important. I am a true believer of sensuality and the tantric experience
Yeah,
through that. But the key thing here for us to live a healthy life is to ensure that there are different techniques, and massage therapy is one of them, that you can refocus back your energy to center yourself because that's what it's all about.
absolutely.
And
Yeah,
so thank you so much because, like the word namaste, like you said, it's all about that connection with other people and what you're trying to do for them. And I've been following you, and you're all about the clients. You're all about, your customers and making sure that you provide the
Oh,
highest standard service. And when I visit Jamaica, I'll be definitely reaching out to you to get my, when I
I'm
get
I'm ready.
massage.
Just let me know in advance. Yeah, no
Yes,
problem.
absolutely. Absolutely. Now, please share with everyone, is there anything up and coming for Namaste therapy in Jamaica? I mean, COVID kind of put things at a standstill right now, but it also allow us to see what we can do differently next time when everything start
Definitely.
normalizing. So,
Right.
what are your plans?
Okay, so for October, we haven't put it out there on social media just yet, but we're finalizing in terms of pricing, the best prices, as you can hear the baby in the background, right? Anyway, right. So we're finalizing price for our reflexology sessions. I want to focus a little bit more on our feet because I think we've totally forgotten about our feet. And that's what's carrying us throughout this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Our feet are the least attended to, studies show. And so I want to do like almost a spa party kind of vibe where, hi, Kumias, where you can join in with at least one person. Let's say it's you and your mom hanging out. You guys get your feet massaged. Because what I found is I would go to get my pedicures done, and that's like the least thing that they do to my feet. And I'm like, that's what I go for. I go for a nice, good, proper massage. And then afterwards, my toes look pretty. So
Yeah.
now I'm saying we need to do something for people who wear heels to work. I mean, you're sitting down all the time. We need to, release some of those toxins that's lodged all over or, different parts of our body.
Mm-hmm.
And when, I mean, you could come home and do a foot soak and all of these things, but it's still not as effective as when somebody just go down in it. Yes, come here,
That's
deep rub.
deep
Yeah,
job, yeah.
man, go down in it, go down into it. Let me speak a little bit properly.
You don't have to speak proper right there, so it's okay.
Right, so I'm gonna be the first, set the example and
Okay.
ensure that my people get proper foot rubs, and we do it as just a service in and of itself,
Okay.
right? And then if they so desire to do a full body, right now I think from a financial perspective, persons are holding back. I mean, the most that they push for is a half Swedish massage. Let's be real, I'm just gonna speak facts. So right now I think the feet is where it's at. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be offering services, specials on reflexology for the month of
Okay.
October to December.
Yeah. And that's a good focus on the feet because we don't think about our feet, but our feet are divine. Divine, divine. And
Yeah.
if you look, you studied religion and you understand the concept of the feet and how it grounds us into this earth.
Grounding, yes,
Yes,
it's very
it
important.
grounds us to this earth and it connects our energy deep into Mother Earth that allows our body to heal naturally. That's why self-care is so important. And a lot of
There is some
disease.
people talking to you.
Oh, where is this? Oh,
And say, yes, I
okay.
had to ask the lady to include it in the petty. She
Oh,
said she'd
cumulus.
never thought of it. What? That's bananas.
Cumulus. Okay. What
Come
are the
here.
prices like? What I think he or she's asking, what are the prices like?
What are the prices like? Okay, so we have from 4 or 5 up. And this is where you come to us. We wouldn't be
Hmm.
coming to you for this particular service.
Hmm. When you said four or
So we
five,
start from there.
can you say
4,500. I can't really convert the US right now because the US
Dominican?
keeps
Okay.
changing. But what I
Okay.
could do is put it up. I'm working on the flyer right now, and that's why it's not there just yet. But that's what we have for October.
Okay. Okay, great. And then
Yeah, and
someone
and and the out that would be half an hour.
okay. Skyers one,
Yeah,
I definitely need one because I noticed that my ankles are swelling for no apparent
no
reason.
apparent reason.
Hmm.
No, there's a reason behind that, Skyers. There is a reason, and our bodies speak to us. You know.
Very
So it's not just a one-off time that you would have gotten indicators to say that something is a little off in terms of maybe you're always on your feet. Maybe it's the type of shoe that you're wearing. Maybe it is that you're carrying your stress in your feet because we carry our stressors in different parts of our body. And another thing with reflexology, it identifies areas within your body that are kind of out of balance and need to be realigned. And that's why reflexology is super important.
Yes. But Jan, you look so delicate. You sure you can do a deep rub? Oh God.
Ah, ha, ha, that's a good one. And that's why, my dear. Uh-oh, sorry. I flipped the camera accidentally.
It's all
What's
right.
happening here?
It just let it spin. It will reconnect.
Hold on there. Oh,
There.
Lord, have mercy. It froze,
Oh, I see
You have
that.
to,
Okay, so I'm going to remove you and then you just request to join, okay?
sure. Okay.
All right, we're just gonna wait for Janine to come back into the live. Kumias, you're very funny. Okay, so let's just wait for Janine to come back. So conversation flowing very well, massaging the mind, body, and soul. So important for your well-being and for continuous growth, health, strength, everything. So, you know, there she is. Janine is back. So we're gonna go live again. Just waiting for her to reconnect.
Okay, I
And
think I'm
there,
going to see if,
there we go. Welcome back.
the phone had a moment there.
it's, it's all right. It happens. Okay.
Yes, Nastasia Grant says swollen ankles usually is fluid retention, heart or liver. Is it painful? And we're so glad that we have other experts in the
Yes,
building.
yes, yes. Nastasia Grant is one of the co-founders of Holistic Paradise, also based in Jamaica.
Why is
Uh,
this happening? It
uh-oh.
keeps switching back. Something is, oh boy.
It's okay. Let it spin for a while and then see if it will connect. And if not, I'll
Yeah,
log
you're
you out.
gonna have to do it again. I don't know why the phone is doing this.
Okay,
Seriously.
that's fine. That's fine. So we're just gonna wait for here she go again. Instagram playing. We're going back and forth on Instagram here. Awesome. Okay. So Skyers one says no, it's not painful. So I see you, Jan.
Okay, to address the delicate look. Yeah, I was saying that's why we work out. We
Uh-huh.
have to ensure that our upper body and core is intact.
Mhm.
And oh, let me just put a plug there. Thanks to my trainer, Trojans of Troy. You can go and follow him, Hudson_Troy. Back to what I'm saying. Yeah, Malikal what Matalawa. And I say that honestly because I got that same question, and one of my earlier clients when I just started out, a male,
Mhm.
he is tall. He would be like I think 6'1"
Mm.
and thick, and he was like, "You're sure you can manage? You're really sure?" And I did manage. So
Wow.
looks
Yeah,
can be deceiving sometimes.
yeah, and it's also when you feel, because naturally I'm a shy person, but when I start speaking about my purpose and it's to help someone or give them an advice, I forget all the shyness and just, it don't matter, you'd be surprised how your strength just gather when you're doing something you love. So it don't matter what you look like or what
Look
you
here now,
sound
I
like.
lift I lift my massage table up a flight of stairs. I don't know if it's two
Uh-huh.
floors or three in the early stages. I mean, I would not be doing that again, and if I'm
Yeah.
doing so, I'm
Yeah.
charging extra, right? But the fact is, yeah, we got some building with lifting. I had to do that, of
Yeah,
course. So
absolutely. So
yeah.
Skyers one says, but I'm really concerned now. I recommend you
No,
speak.
don't be concerned. Yes, share this with your physician, your general
Mhm.
practitioner. But you do the work. And as I said before, I think if you're on your feet all the time, or it is that you're wearing shoes could be also the cause.
Yes.
Swelling, the wrong type of shoes can do some serious damage. It's not no joke,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, you'd want to run that definitely by your physician first of all, because before we as therapists can even do anything for you, we have to ask you some medical questions and see if it is in alignment with what your doctors say and give permission to. Yeah?
Makes perfect sense. And then Mr. Lincoln and B say, I love the fact you two young, educated female entrepreneurs are teaching and enhancing the minds of these beautiful people. Please keep up the great work, ladies. Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Mr. Lincoln.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Feel good.
Thank you so much for that. Yes, I mean, no other way. What else can we do with ourselves but continue to move forward and try to help each other as well? So,
Terry,
okay.
this phone is like acting up. Now I
Yeah.
see why people keep talking about switching to iPhone.
Uh, but I have an Android, let me tell you, and it's been working well for me. I'm not the iPhone person. Sorry for all you Apple lovers, but I'm not. I
Yeah,
stick to my Android. I'm gonna remove you so that we can close this out a little bit. So I'm gonna remove you and add you back again so we can close this out.
sure.
Okay, so we're gonna wait for Janine to come back again for fourth time, and there she is. We're going live again. Instagram love us. They want us to keep going and coming back, going and coming back. There she is, and she's back. I was just telling everybody Instagram love us. They want us to keep going and coming back, going and coming back.
Really? Oh, that's nice to know. Because
Yeah.
usually they'd hop off right after the first end.
Well, okay, so we're gonna just continue and just start wrapping this up. I just want to thank Janine so much for sharing her knowledge, her wisdom with everyone. The different
Thank
ways about how
you.
you can use massage to bring your chi and into balance, and also to ensure that it's continuously flowing. Because when it gets stuck, that's when pain and all these things start arising. And sometimes it's emotional, and sometimes it's spiritual, and sometimes it's actual physical stress
I want to
from
touch
what
on
you're
that a
doing.
little bit, Terry, before
Yeah.
we close out. So, of course, how
Mhm.
I look at things is because we want to talk about massaging the mind, the body, and
Mhm.
the soul. I look at it like my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. That song, I tie it
Mhm.
right in. Somebody said most, if not all morning, I wake with pain in my feet. I'm wondering if I need a massage or go to the doctor. Look here,
Okay.
I have been having pain in my one of my feet, too, foot. Yeah, in one of yeah, whatever that
I always get it
way
confused.
of
Don't
phrasing
worry
it.
about it.
Anyway, and it may be what you call it, plantar fasciitis.
Uh,
Maybe, maybe, but after having a child, whole heap of things go on. But we
mhm.
still do our little treatment. As a matter of fact, I have something here that I can show you. So what I do is I freeze this
Mhm.
and I soak my foot first. Then I put this under the sole and I roll it. Well, I can't show you right now, but anyway, yeah. The point I'm trying to make is that if you're experiencing something like that, run it by your doctor, yes, and you do the work for yourself as well before you either have a therapist, a massage therapist do whatever with you. Yeah, soak those feet in warm water with Epsom salt, or you use this. So it's a hot and cold. We do hot and cold compressions to help alleviate the pain and that sort of thing. But back to what I was saying about my head, my shoulder, my knees, my toes, and the
Mhm.
approach. We have to deal with up here first. Remember, our brain is powerful, and this is what sends signals to different parts of the body,
Mm-hmm.
right? So whatever we're absorbing and taking in, it's whether through what we're reading, what we're listening to, all of that is coordinating with the brain. And the brain will send messages to different parts of the body to say, well, you're under stress right now, so I'm going to send you something for you to understand that we need to deal with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your shoulders carries a lot of the tension. Most of my clients, that's mostly where their tension lies, right? In the shoulders, the traps, right? So we have to protect up here first, right? And sometimes I hear people complain about frequent headaches. That's another form of stress,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, so we have to, at all times, check up here. We have to check in with ourselves. Is this good for me? And you'll know, right? And then internally, that's our soul, right? What's going on the inside comes out. The issues of life flow, right? So we have to also be careful of what we're absorbing. I spoke about energy in my live yesterday, last night,
Yes, I saw
and
that. Yeah, it's powerful.
it's key that you understand, because those are some of the things that if you're not paying attention, those are some of the things that constantly throw you off
Mm-hmm.
course, and that it throws you into disarray. You don't know how to act, you don't know how to function. That's why sometimes we're snapping at people,
Mm-hmm.
especially here in Jamaica with customer service. Some of those people are dealing with a lot, especially in this time. And so we need to go back to self, self management, understanding what did I read something positive today? Am I talking to the right people? Am I, because all of those things intertwine, right?
Absolutely.
Um, so mind and then your body. We have to take care of our bodies. And most times, especially moms, we forget about ourselves. We do for everybody, taking care of
Mm-hmm.
the house, taking care of the baby and the husband or the partner. And what about you? So you have to make time, and it has to be intentional that you check in with yourself. If you can't check in with yourself, you can't check in with nobody.
Exactly.
So are we taking care of our body in terms of, are we bathing properly? Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we're not bathing properly. There's
Mm-hmm.
scum on our back. I'm talking the things because it's true.
Mm-hmm. Talk the
We need
things.
to
Talk
do
the
those
things.
exfoliations, and so
Yeah.
you can do some of those things for yourself, or you check in
Mm.
at a spa and get it done professionally,
Yeah.
right? um Getting that foot massage, putting your feet in socks, because somehow if heel back it really in a state. Am I hitting some chords there? Because I'm speaking for myself first of all. Hello.
Yes.
Sometimes my heel back is dry, and I'm like, no, no, girl, that's not gonna work. And we have to just go soak our foot, lotion up, and put on some socks and get back on track with
And
ourselves.
if you have coconut oil, the best thing for cayuses is
Coconut
that
oil
it's
is
dry.
amazing.
Yes. So, Marsha said, what, a mental health check. This is
A
so
mental
true.
health check.
I snap at people,
Yeah,
then after I think and say I should have handled it
handle
differently.
it differently.
Um,
Yeah, box me.
yeah,
This is
that's
hilarious.
funny. But Marsha, I think you have to understand also too, because yeah, we have our emotions, and some emotions when we snap at people are sometimes healthy for us because it shows us where we need to work on. So don't, blame yourself if you snap at someone, especially there are people who will get at you. There are people out there who will get at you, and it's sometimes it's your soul trying to show you what you still need to deal with. So if that happens, once, it's okay. If it continuously happen, then keep working on yourself to see how can
Right,
I release these energies with this one person that's causing me to flip all the time. Even you see them, because there are people who, when you see them, you start tense up. They get you anxiety, start panic attack. Like just
oh
seeing them or
boy.
hearing them name can do that. So don't beat up yourself for that, but just
Right,
recognize that it's there and try to find ways to deal with it. and massage can be one of them. So call Janine.
Yeah, I think when you get more massages, you see things in a different light.
Yeah.
Life is a little lighter to
Hmm.
bear.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Janine. We're gonna wrap up. Please just, as we kind of wrap this up, share with everyone how they can reach out to you. Provide your Instagram, if you're on Facebook, email address. How can they reach out to you if they need to book a
Sure.
service and whatnot?
Okay, so you can follow me at Namaste26 Therapy, THERAPY. And for my email, you can send an email at namaste26therapy@gmail.com. Or just send a
Yeah,
DM right away and we book an appointment.
great. All right. Thank you, Janine. This was so fun, so awesome, so knowledgeable. Namaste. All right.
Save it, Terry. I hope you saved at least
Oh,
something.
absolutely. It's gonna be on YouTube. So I'm gonna send you the video so
Oh,
you can,
it's done.
anyone who has not see this video, they're gonna also, I'm gonna send you the link so you can share it with other people as well.
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much.
All right,
And
you're
thank you
welcome.
guys for
All
having
right,
me.
thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you. Take care.
Wait, let me screenshot you. I did that.
You did that? I hope you got a good
I did
smile.
that. Wait, let's do another one. Come.
Okay.
I did it.
All right, great.
All right, take
Take
care.
care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much, Janine, for sharing, again, your wisdom and your knowledge. So many different powerful message was shared here, and about how we can take care of the mind, body, and soul. It's so important that you protect your energy and also continuously work on ways to heal yourself so you don't have to go through any dis-ease. I like to call disease dis-ease, and other people have used that terminology as well, dis-ease, and we don't need to go through that. So take care. See you next week. We'll be talking with Shanna Singleton, chef, also self-coach, advocate, and also herpes advocate. This is a very different topic we're talking about next week, who, she'll be talking about her diagnosis with an STI, with herpes diagnosis, and how she learned to overcome it and how she's kind of slayed the stigmas. So join me next week. We'll be talking with Shanna Singleton about her experience. Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye. Love y'all. Mwah.